Right, so this is kind of more towards, aimed towards like the consumer, you know, like what you can do and sort of where you can purchase, whereas this might be aimed towards? Who has the control to use different materials to make those decisions? Yeah.
The employers.
Sort of the people that make the paper, right?
They said on your computer try to do double-sided pages when you print stuff because it uses less paper, but if you do one side, it wastes more paper.
I think it was effective, and the images that stand out to me was the pictures of the boxes in America, like in in Mexico, in Europe and stuff.
How do you actually find a way to visualize like how much paper we use every day? Like none of us thinks about, okay, we're going to use this much paper each week and then we use it. So how can you sort of show that? So kind of actually physically having it all there and then realizing like, wow, when it's all in front of you, that's a lot. Images stood out for folks. Yeah.
The picture of the rainforest where it was only like 4 trees in the picture.
Show the stores that sell the papers, how much we are using.
And who did we hear from? Who were the people that were speaking that they interviewed?
Is consumers and manufacturers. Inspiration, like you could probably show a picture of like a forest or something that has like no trees in it.
Yeah, like.
We don't have access to a forest with no trees. What is something we saw, people that were in my group or other people, that could represent that? Yeah.
Oh, while we were walking, we saw like this giant container for plants, and they were all dead. And when you look close up, it kind of looked like a dead forest of trees. It's like you have the plants, and then like carbon dioxide coming down like puffs. And then, like, the plants are, like, sucking it, and then, like, I'm not going to come in, and then they come out as oxygen.
So that's
out of the ground. I guess it was, like, pipes down there under it, under the ground, and then they were just coming up, like, in orchids.
We could have a picture of the earth and color the water brown.
good.
Jonathan said about the water we could show like black because of oil spills and stuff in the oceans and stuff.
Yeah, we can mention oil spills.
We could probably get something small that could represent the Earth to put inside this. And if we film it close up,
And then it can
nobody's going to know how small it really
then it
is.
can look like it's far from far away or something.
Yeah, and what do we call that? What kind of shot?
Long shot.
Very good. A long shot of a small object looks like it's really, really far away.
This is fun. This is fun.
Oh, see, I can never tell when you guys are having fun, but thank.
How would we, let's say we have the Earth in here, right? And then we want to show it contaminated with like black oil or brown water. What could we use if we don't have oil?
Puffs and smoke coming out the.
Look, Mr. P got this big parachute. We could put it over the United States, put it on the ground, and we could put the stuff inside there.
Ooh, we're thinking big now.
We could like make a green roof right here.
We can make a green roof right here in the classroom.
Right, so maybe another potential shot might be the dome and the Earth. And maybe it's sort of done in a long shot, right? So maybe you want to show that the Earth is like really small and kind of like from a distance, like we were saying, we would put that in a long shot. I'm just throwing out how you're gonna, just ideas. How do you put your ideas like onto paper? But you can totally think of a parachute, you could think of a big bowl. But the main characteristics are like your sketch of what's going to appear in the frame and what kind of shot it is and why that shot. Is that shot, it's going to show the sort of, let's say that type of shot is showing the future and the Earth is so polluted that they had to put a whole bubble around the Earth so it wouldn't contaminate like the rest of the atmosphere. So
Here, we're going to write the
we're gonna be
picture.
going out and film it.
Here you're going to write words to describe what the picture looks like, and this is what we're going to hear. We're going to do this part separately later. Right now we're just thinking about images that we're going to see.
Thinking about pollution and stuff.
Okay, how are you going to show it?
Probably we could show like a drawing of like a recycle and then.
Let's see what will happen to the school. Let's see what happens to the school if we don't recycle.
Starting with like a kind of context. If we're talking about school, maybe you show the school. If we're talking about pollution, what could we show that kind of, again, a strong first image. Why is this important? What is the potential problem we're addressing? And again, what's the visual evidence we're using to show that? What kind of solution do we have? And what kind of like final image do we want to show? So you don't have to go by this, but if you're feeling a little kind of not sure where to start, try to think through these questions and then think of what image could correspond with each of them.
And Samuel, you drew this?
Yes.
Okay, very, very cool. Awesome.
Alright, play back.
I did.
You gotta play back. Yeah. There. Wait, what's the line? Calm it down, China.
Hey, sit shorter than him.
Yeah, and sticker prices. Right,
Hey, she come up to your ear.
Even I can't.
Alright guys, can you show me how to upload this, please? What do we do?
You put it in here. This is how you upload. Yeah, upside down.
Okay. And now what do we do?
Must be big.
Double click. Good. And you're going to go to a file folder called DCIM.
The last thing I want you to do is just write your names on it so we can pin.
Let's just say in school.
I just want to say you guys are amazing, and I'm stoked to see your videos. They're going to be really great, and they'll be up in YouTube like by the weekend, so you can share them with your friends.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
And
Cool.
last question.
Y'all just up on her. I know.
I just want to know one thing that you learned today.
That we can all be killed by the environment.
And so, and what else, how did we learn how to scare people into that with our films?
Yes.
How'd you do it?
With the trash person, we put paper all over Samuel and then took a picture of him.
Good.
We drew a picture of eagle and different animals and how they're becoming endangered because of the climate. First we got loose paper and we sketched what we was gonna do. So then after that, when we was finished, we went outside and we started filming some of the things we drew. Oh yeah, ice cubes.
What was the ice cube
We
about?
had took two ice cubes out from the kitchen, and we put it out in what's that state? What's the state? Alaska. Yeah, Alaska. We put it on Alaska, and then the sun was beaming on it, and then they was filming it how fast it was melting.
Yeah, and what were those ice cubes?
The polar ice caps melting.
Good. And what did you have to do to film that?
We just had to film it. Had to lay down on the ground and film it.
You had to lay down on the ground?
Yes.
Why'd you have to lay down on the ground?
Because so I can get a good angle of it.
Good.
Okay.
Ariel, what'd you learn?
Well, I learned more about getting footage. Like for the birds, we learned you have to be like careful, like not too loud getting some of the footage.